Welcome to the NetAdvantage WPF class by Infragistics. This is Chapter 1, an overview of NetAdvantage for .NET's WPF toolset. This chapter will introduce NetAdvantage for .NET's WPF toolset and its controls, and then cover installation, available samples and documentation, assembly files, and lastly how to use NetAdvantage with both Visual Studio 2008 and Expression Blend. This chapter includes one lab, Course Project Setup, which will walk you through setting up the project that you'll be building onto for the rest of this course. NetAdvantage for .NET's WPF toolset is a suite of next-generation controls designed to create polished, commercial-class UIs based on Microsoft Windows Presentation Foundation. The controls leverage several WPF features including high-resolution graphics, rich styling and animation capabilities, and integrated UI virtualization technology. Default styles and templates are included and are defined in XAML resources. And lastly, the NetAdvantage for .NET WPF toolset is written in 100% managed code. The controls currently available include the XAML ribbon control, which allows you to implement the Microsoft Office 2007 user interface. The ribbon interface solved the problem of presenting hundreds of logically grouped features in Office products in a non-overwhelming way. The XAML chart control is used to present data in 2D and 3D charts and graphs. The XAML month calendar is used to add a rich, full-functioning calendar interface to your applications. The XAML doc manager is a content control that provides a way to present user-docked content as well as a means for creating tabbed MDI applications. The XAML Outlook bar provides an Outlook-style navigation interface and organized content presentation. And the XAML tab control extends the stock WPF tab control, providing closable tabs, collapsed tab navigation, and pre- and post-tab content. The XAML Carousel panel is a UI container similar to a stack panel that displays content on a custom path rather than the usual horizontal or vertical orientation. The XAML Carousel List Box is a list box control which displays its data using the XAML Carousel panel control. The XAML Data Carousel control is a data-driven control used to present hierarchical tabular data within a XAML Carousel panel path. The XAML Data Grid is a data-driven grid control used to present tables of data in an interactive manner. The XAML Data Presenter is the presenter control behind XAML Data Carousel and XAML Data Grid. This control can be used to display both carousel and grid views of data, and can also be used to create a custom view for displaying hierarchical data. The XAML Editor controls are a suite of WPF basic controls with extended functionality to provide automatic validation, formatting, and masks. These controls are optimized for use with the other controls in the NetAdvantage for .NET WPF toolset. The reporting engine provides printing and print previewing of any WPF visual. The reporting engine also provides pagination support when printing XAML Data Grid content. Upon installation of the product, assembly DLLs are installed for use within Microsoft Visual Studio and Microsoft Expression Blend. Two versions of the assemblies are installed. Unsigned assemblies are installed in a bin folder. Signed assemblies are installed in a bin signed folder. Signed assemblies are for developers deploying XAML browser applications and for developers which obtain Microsoft Windows Vista certifications. These assemblies should not be used in applications which will not have internet access, as these assemblies look for verification online. Infragistics provides a rich set of resources to ensure your success developing user interfaces using NetAdvantage WPF controls. Various samples are provided illustrating the use of the product, and NCAL is provided for users of the Composite Application Guideline. Documentation resources, community resources such as blogs and forums, and various services such as training, consulting, and developer support are also supplied. The XAML Showcase sample demonstrates all the controls and their various features within functional mini applications. XAML Showcase is installed with the NetAdvantage product and is accessible in the Start menu. The XAML Feature Browser illustrates how to program various features, includes the XAML and code behind for each sample, and comes installed with NetAdvantage in the Start menu as well. Infragistics provides exemplars, which are standalone applications that demonstrate various features in our products. The Tangerine exemplar is available online and shows use of the NetAdvantage for .NET WPF toolset. The purpose of the NetAdvantage for Composite Application Library, or NCAL, is to assist Infragistics users in creating applications that leverage the Microsoft Composite Application Library, offering a set of region adapters made for specific NetAdvantage for WPF controls, and giving support by providing source code and accompanying sample applications and unit tests. Documentation provides detailed instructions, XAML and code snippets, and documents the various programming interfaces of the product. The Infragistics community is an online resource to provide easy access to WPF blogs, forums, samples, and Infragistics professionals. Infragistics services include on-site and remote instructor-led training, dynamic online e-courses, and UI, UX, WPF, and Silverlight training and consulting. Quick, responsive support for all Infragistics products is available via email, online chat, and telephone. NetAdvantage offers full support for Visual Studio 2008 and its design interface. To use the WPF controls in Visual Studio 2008, you must first add the assemblies as references to your Windows application or XAML browser application project. You can choose Add Reference from the project menu or by right-clicking on the project in the Solution Explorer window. The Add References dialog will let you select assemblies in various ways. After adding the assemblies as references to your Windows application or XAML browser application, add assembly references to the XAML and code behind files which access the assemblies. NetAdvantage also offers full support for Microsoft Expression Blend and its design interface. To use the WPF controls in Expression Blend, first add the assemblies as references to your Windows application or XAML browser application project. You can do this by right-clicking on the References folder in the Project panel and choosing Add Reference. After adding references to the assemblies, add the NetAdvantage controls to your interface from the Asset Library. To do this, you can drag controls from the Assets panel, or select a control in the Assets panel, and then access the new tool related to the control that has been added to the Tools panel above the Assets tool. It's time for this chapter's lab, Course Project Setup. Welcome to the Course Project Setup Lab. In this lab, you'll be setting up the project that you'll be building onto for the rest of the course. This video is for Exercise 1, Task 1. In this task, we'll create the WPF project and add the necessary references to the Infragistics controls. Let's start in Visual Studio, and let's create a new project by opening the File menu, selecting New, and then Project. In the New Project dialog window, select either C# or Visual Basic, depending on your preference, then select Windows, and select the WPF application template. Enter NAWPF Lab into the name field, and verify the Create Directory for Solution checkbox is checked. Then we can click OK to create the project. Once the project's created, in the Solution Explorer window, right-click on the NAWPF Lab project and select Add Reference in the context menu. In the .NET tab of the Add Reference dialog window, we're going to select the WPF Chart, WPF Data Presenter Excel Exporter, WPF Data Presenter, WPF Doc Manager, WPF Editors, WPF Excel, WPF Outlook Bar, WPF Reporting, WPF Ribbon, and WPF Infragistics Assemblies. When you're done selecting them, click OK to close the dialog window and the references will be added to the project. This completes Task 1. Welcome to Task 2 of Exercise 1, and in this task we'll add the necessary resources to our new project. Let's minimize Visual Studio and open the folder containing the unzipped class files. In the folder, I'm going to open the C# folder, and then using the Control key, select the Collections, Data Access, Images, Model, Resources, and View Model folders. I'm going to copy these, and then go back to Visual Studio, and right-click on the NAWPF Lab project and select Paste. This will copy the folders into our project. Next, we'll right-click on the NAWPF Lab project again and select Add, followed by New Folder. We're going to name the new folder View. Next, let's open the XAML view of the app.xaml file by double-clicking on it. In the Application Resources collection, we're going to add a new resource dictionary. Inside the resource dictionary, we're going to add XAML tags for the resource dictionary's merged dictionaries collection. Next, we'll add a resource dictionary object to the merged dictionaries collection and set its source property to resources/xamappresources.xaml. This file contains some provided templates and styles that we'll need for the project. And this completes the course project setup lab.